Our senses help us to navigate the environment around us. We have 5 senses: touch, taste, sight, smell, and hearing. Our senses send information to our brain to tell us about the environment around us and to help keep us safe. Our nose and mouth tell us what is harmful to eat and what's safe to eat. Every time you take a bite of food, receptors in your mouth called taste buds pick up the taste of the food you are eating and sends a message to your brain. According to current research, scientists believe that humans can detect at least 5 basic taste qualities: sweet, salt, umami or savory, bitter, and sour. Our sense of taste is greatly influenced by our sense of smell. Over 70% of what we think is taste actually comes from our sense of smell. The nose is equipped with millions of receptors for odor molecules. When we eat, these odor molecules are released from the food and travel between the mouth and the nose as we chew. The odor molecules meet with the olfactory receptors in the nose and send a message to the brain. The only catch is that air needs to be flowing in or out of the nose for the odor molecules to get into the nose, either through the front or the back. This explains why pinching your nose prevents you from smelling food. For week 5, you'll separate the sensations of taste and smell to learn how much each of them contributes to your recognition of a familiar food. For this activity, you'll need jelly beans. At least 3 different fruit flavors work best, your notebook and pen, plastic sandwich bags or glass containers, a partner. You can also work with a group of friends and compare results, blindfold, glasses of water, knife and cutting board. Step 1. As you're working with food, and from what you've learnt last week, please wash your hands and keep your area clean. Now sort your jelly beans by flavour. If you don't have more than 1 jelly bean per flavour, cut the jelly bean in thirds with a clean knife. Ask an adult to help with this. Aim to have 3 pieces or 3 jelly beans per flavour. You'll need 2 for tasting and 1 piece to crush up for smelling. If you are following along using the Jelly Belly jelly beans in your Lab in a Bag kit, the following 3 slides should tell you more information on which flavours you have. This is a good opportunity to test out your observational skills to figure out which jelly beans sit in your packet. Once you've sorted your flavours, find 3 that are fruit flavours. This will work best for this activity. Set up your results table. You can also download and print a copy from our website. Complete the next parts of your results table. So write down the scientist's name, your taste tester's name, and the flavours that you're working with. So for example, the scientist's name is Lara, my taste tester's name is Jim, and the flavours that I have are blueberry, coconut, and pear. Please note, make sure your taste tester cannot see your results table. Now that you're all set up, ask your partner to close their eyes or use a blindfold so they cannot see. Step 3. Give your partner a jelly bean or 1 piece of a jelly bean. Ask them to chew it and guess its flavour. Record their response along with the correct answer. Repeat with at least 2 other flavours. You can offer your subject a glass of water in between so they can cleanse their mouth of the flavour. Record your partner's answers in your results table. Note if they got the flavour correct. Then you can add up the total correct answers at the bottom. Tell your partner to pinch their nose shut, then hand your partner a jelly bean. Ask them to eat the candy and tell you what flavour they taste. Repeat with the 2 other flavours and offer water in between the flavours for them to cleanse their palate or their mouth of the flavour. Record your partner's answers in your results table. Note if they got the flavour correct. Then you can add up the total correct answers at the bottom. With eyes still shut or blindfolded, ask your partner to breathe deeply while you open one of the plastic bags or a container that's holding your crushed jelly beans. You can use a spoon to crush them. Ask your subject to guess which flavour they can smell. Record their response and correct answer. Repeat with the 2 other flavours. Record your partner's answers in your results table. Note if they got the flavour correct. Then you can add up the total correct answers at the bottom. So add up the total number of correct answers for each test. So for the blindfold, how many did your partner get correct? For the blindfold and pinched nose, how many did they get correct? And then finally, how many did they get correct with smell only? Is there a difference across your results? You can repeat the entire experiment with a new taste tester. Compare the results. Who was the best taste tester? So what happened? Post your results on our Flipgrid to enter our prize draw. Here's the link and make sure you use the guest password Ethos2021. Did plugging your nose make it difficult to distinguish a jelly bean's flavour? Could you and your partner recognise a flavour just by sniffing the crushed candies? When you can't smell the jelly bean you are eating, you can only taste the candy sweetness, and that's not enough information to tell which flavour you are chewing. This demonstrates how much we rely on our sense of smell when we taste food. Much of our experience comes from the sense rather than the taste itself. This is also why everything tastes bland when you have a cold. Your nose and your olfactory sensors inside your nose are blocked from receiving signals. In addition to scent and taste, other factors, including a food's temperature and texture, affect how you experience and interpret each bite. A huge thank you to our sponsors, Barletta Boats, the Rex and Alice A. Martin Foundation, and Welch Packaging for bringing Lab in a Bag to life.